mean, that coaching, leadership, again, partnerships, like, do they bring you inspiration? Do they bring you motivation? Do they bring new ideas? Do they help you solve problems? Do they fill a gap of a weakness? Are they committed to the same things, the same service levels? These are all questions that are deeper, stronger relationships that we should be trying to form within partnerships, within the companies that we work for, the cultures that we create, which is as over cliched as culture is, like, really what we're talking about is creating a culture within your teams, your companies, your groups, your partnerships that drive you where you want to go.
Yeah, I think, and going back to the mindset, how powerful mindset is. And I was talking to my son this week, and he's so beyond his years. He's like, Mom, you have to use every opposition as an opportunity. If you could switch your mindset to everything that goes wrong is actually an opportunity to get better or to have a better opportunity, your whole world would change. And I was like, let me think about that. You're right. Everything that is not going right in my world, if I switched it to, this is a huge opportunity to do something different, it opens up a lot of doors. And I think I want to surround myself in 2026 with people with that type of mindset. And like you just described, like, are they inspiring me? Are they causing me to grow? That's who I want to be around in 2026.
Well, and that is the fundamental component of human connection too, of like sharing ideas and ultimately shared goals, shared visions. Those are huge. And for me, sports, born, raised, grew up in it. There's probably not a thing that goes through my day where there isn't some coach or lesson or something in the back of my head that's running through. And I like to use sports, to kind of both free up my brain and also kind of create a little levity. But, I'm looking at locally here. Have you guys been watching?
Yes.
Did you see the Giants last night?
And like
Skataboo. I was like, what?
Like a sack product that is, becoming a like New York legend right now.
Legend. Yeah. He's incredible.
I love the way he plays too.
Oh.
I love just his leave it all on the field mindset.
And he's undersized.
Yep.
I love just his spirit and his spunk. And I watched him at Sac State. Yes.
Was he at ASU too?
Yes. Yeah. He finished his last year at ASU. Is that right?
Yeah. And
senior year.
Sack product and like the backflips, the energy, like the
I love
He's
it.
something.
The combination. It's cool to see, like you can see the energy with, the two rookies that has, wow, like what a difference.
Yeah. What about that quarterback? Where did he come from?
Absolutely. First of all, I got to comment on that bling last night. Did you on that Monday night game?
Oh my goodness.
You're like, first of all, I already know who this kid is because of that necklace. Like, I love that. And then he just plays the way that necklace represents. Like, just if you're gonna wear that much bling on the football field, you gotta back it up. And he sure as heck did. Like, that was amazing to see.
Watching those games like just reflects like how what we were just talking about. You insert a new energy, a new thing, and how it becomes infectious.
It's a mindset,
And as someone who's obsessed with creating an environment that helps people succeed, like nothing is more fun to watch than when you can just see without having to actually describe what is the obvious benefit of someone that has infected a group and a culture with a positive energy and changed whether it's hope and so I think that's really cool to watch. And on the athlete front, with a lot of the stuff that we talk about, a lot of my inspiration around launching my other podcast, the Triple J Sports Podcast, was that environment, that connection to sports and the thinking and the disciplines, but also the same thing is going on throughout the world. Like, we have our industry and people forming relationships and being in front of their customer base and their sphere. And you see the same thing with athletes everywhere. Like, turn on and find an athlete that doesn't have a podcast now, right? I mean, you can go, I was just looking again through the list. You've got Mike Bibby's doing his podcast. Now he's coaching at Sac State. You've got DeMar DeRozan. These are just some Sacramento guys. Eric Armstead, another Sac product, got and Gus Armstead is a sack legend for all of us, athletes that played basketball and worked out with him. But his son's, former Niner star, and now he's doing one. And everywhere I look, I see these, right? And I say that and bring that up, one, because it's cool. And for me, obviously, I geek out on the sports, but it's cool to see them as people. And it's cool to see, for the audience and for fans to like get a chance to see an actual narrative that they tell.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make this point to anyone who's still like, man, I'm afraid to get on, I'm afraid to talk. Start looking at all these people that are getting on, including athletes who you would say, why would they need to do it? They're already famous. And see what's happening and use that as another reminder as to why people want to hear what you have to say. And like in the 2026 planning vein, like one of my things I'm trying to connect the dots on is to help people understand there is an audience that wants to hear what you have to say. And I don't care how big, small, how experienced, how young, how old, there is an audience. And all you have to do is put yourself out there and have enough confidence to ignore the
noise.
The noise.
Most of that noise is most likely in your own head anyway.
100%. You're right.
Yeah.
That's yourself telling yourself that you're not good enough or you're not going to show well on video, which everyone says that. I think that if they would just dive in and realize all the benefits from video, and it's not self-serving. It helps your SEO. It's going to help all your business strategies. It's going to help your confidence. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to be great your first couple times. You're not. I'm just going to tell you right now, you can look at my videos. They're awful. Not that they're great now, but you just get more confident, more eloquent. You just do. And I think if you jump in, it won't bother you.
No.
I mean, even you could see Jason, who, hasn't been on a lot of podcasts. He became more and more comfortable and more confident every minute that you talked, if you notice that. And I think it's incredible if you just jump in.
Well, and I don't know if I know I've said it to hundreds of people that we've tried to bring in to sit down and do this with us. But the most enlightening thing for me is you being seen on camera or you seeing yourself on camera is only news to you. Anyone that you're involved with knows what you look like, know what you sound like. It's just new to you. You're the only one that's new in this equation of, oh, that's what I look. I didn't know I did that with my hands. Everyone else you work with knows you do that with your hands, and they've chosen to continue to work with you. So your hands aren't the problem, or your face isn't the problem, or your voice isn't the problem. It's just you recognizing, oh, that's what I do with my hands. I didn't know I did that. And so it's you getting in your own way. It's other people have already chosen to like you, talk to you, enjoy your presence. It's just you that's seeing it for the first time from someone else's perspective. So get you out of the equation. Be you. Be in front of that camera. Be in front of that microphone, and be your most authentic self. Be your most vulnerable self, if I can even go one step further, because people always will be attracted, or the right people, let me say it that way. I think that's more important. People will always be more attracted to them to a more vulnerable self. So if you said, hey, I'm super nervous to be on this podcast, but I'm excited to do it, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I was nervous too.
That's how I feel.
And then it just walls come down and people really go, yeah, great. And now you've let people into who you authentically are. And then the people that are attracted to that are already attracted to the way your hands move, the way your face, the way your voice sounds, and to who your personality is. And so you're getting true connections. And if that's really of value to you, then those relationships are that foundation is already being laid because they've chosen to follow up with you, talk to you, enjoy content that you've created, so on and so forth.